Hello everyone, bringing you a video today talking a little bit about some more Canadian 1951 patent components which have arrived, very kindly donated by Will Roger, who watches my videos and messaged me on Facebook and offered to send me some bits and pieces, so very kind of him. But I thought we'd do a follow-up, kind of a follow-up to the video on the Indian Jungle Green web equipment, where I mentioned that I'd actually blackened some of the brass fittings on that because they'd been polished bright, and a similar thing has happened here. So one of the components sent over is a belt, and this appears to have had the blacking. Well, it's either has a brass buckle or a bright brass buckle, or it looks to me on the sliders that the blacking has actually been removed. Some of the parts of the webbing have actually been painted. So we've got a belt, two of the braces, you can see there. One of which is fitted with a loop on the back for where they cross over. Very lightweight, very flimsy compared to 1937 pattern. A pair of pouches which have painted brass fittings on the back. I don't know if that's something done as the blacking has worn off, the original chemical blackening, or whether it's sort of one of the alternative contracts, one of the alternative methods of doing this was to paint them. But you can see on the back there the fittings are black. We are going to have more of a talk about the actual design of these going forward. And also there is a very nice water bottle, the canteen carrier rather, which obviously based on American practice, but you can see also designed to be worn on the brace ends. It has hanger hooks on the back for use with the eyelets on the belt, but also has the side piece. But as I say, that's not the main purpose of this video. I want to look at the equipment when I have a full set together, or nearly a full set together of infantry equipment. I thought we'd have a quick look at chemically re-blackening some of the fittings from this. So that's what we're going to look at now. So for starters, you can see here that the tips on the straps, the braces, should be blackened like this, and they're one of them. They've lost a lot of the chemical blackening. So we're going to redo this one. Just remove the other one. I'm going to redo both ends of that. And the other thing is the fittings on the belt, the buckle and the sliders. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm actually going to take them off the belt. It'll make it a little bit easier to properly blacken them. So I will remove them from the belt, and then we'll have a look at doing that. Okay, so here we have the components we want to blacken, and I use a solution from Birchwood Casey called Brass Black, and it's literally a case of applying this to the metal and it chemically blackens. And I'm going to use a little cotton pad here. You don't have to use a little cotton pad, and what I tend to do is put a little bit in the cap to work from. Put this out of the way over here. And we'll start off with the tips of the webbing here. Let's work that in. These sliders as well, a little bit more on there. You may want to use gloves when using this. It is corrosive, but I'm not good with that sort of thing. I don't tend to bother, and I really should. It's probably bad for your hands, probably quite bad for your skin. Let's have a quick look at the bottle. Caution: protective glove and eye procedures are recommended when using this product. Yes, so I would recommend, if you're using this yourself, wear gloves, but I'm not doing, which I should be. But anyway, I will come back and show you the effects of this once I've done a little bit more work on these. I might need a second coat, but yeah, it works very effectively, and it does take the shine off the brass, and it does blacken it down quite nicely. So I will show you that once we're done. Okay, so we've had several coats of the blackening on half the fittings here, and you can see the effect of that on the buckle here. We've got shiny brass and then the blackened finish there. And you can see the difference between the two ends of the brace there. So it's quite effective. I'll finish off doing the other bits, and then we can see the belt put back together with the blackened fittings. Okay, and here we have the belt assembled again, and you can see there the buckle and its black and brass finish. I may do another light coat over just to take out any bits that are missing, but there we are. There, the fittings at the front now match the fittings at the back, so it's got a full set of black and brass fittings on it once again. So there we are. So that was a quick run through, obviously just a quick look at the start of the 1951 pattern components that have arrived. Thank you very much again to Will Roger for that, very kind of you. And I thought it would be interesting to have a look at the process of blackening the brass. Not that there's a huge amount to it, as you saw. It's literally a case of applying a chemical solution, but useful to know if you have equipment with blackened brass fittings where the blackening has worn away over the years and you want to restore them. It's a good way of doing it. So that's what I've done here. I do hope you found that interesting, as I always say. If you have, then please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. And do make sure that if you're new to subscribing or already subscribed, you've hit the little notification button, the little bell, which will notify you when I upload future videos. And there's also a Facebook and an Instagram page, which I put photos on basically, and alert you to events that I'm going to and things like that. So it's a good place to keep up with what's going on as well. So links to those in the description as usual. Check those out. But that's everything I wanted to cover here. So until next time, bye for now.